Jimin, huh? The boy go from there. Jimin, what is this? He opened the card and read happy anniversary. Yoongi sent him this flower. Jimin look here and there. Jimin Yoongi. He stand up and start to find Yoongi. Jimin turn and face on his spot when he see everyone holding alphabet HAPPYHNIVERSARY. Jimin went to them. Jimin, is it for me? Boy, yes. Jimin passed them a smile. Jimin, thank you so much. Everyone bow at him and go. Jimin in mind, you did all this. Why you don't come? Yoongi, I don't want this. I want you with me. He think and one drop of tear rolled from his eyes. Jimin, but he is happy. Yoongi arrange all this. He smile and turn his eyes wide and Yoongi stand in front of him. Jimin can't believe Yoongi stand there while holding a bouquet of flower. Jimin looking down and start crying. Everyone stand there, say them. Miss Yoongi in this time period. Jimin tightly and cry. Yoongi, please don't cry. Jimin back and see him. He cupped his face and again hug him. Jimin, relax. Yoongi, relax. See, I am here. I am not going anywhere. Jimin, you are so bad. I thought you won't come. Yoongi, oh really? How? I leave you on our special day. We spent our day together. Jimin back and nodded. He is so happy. You guys, I miss you so much. Jimin made to everyone start clapping to see them. Jimin realized they are at public place. He is feeling shy and hide his face in his small hands. Yoongi bent down in front of him. Jimin, would you like to with me again? He said, and look at Jimin. And Jimin looked at him with shocked eyes. Everyone started saying yes. Jimin nodded and Yoongi opened a small box. Yoongi asked for his hand. Jimin gave him his hand and Yoongi slid a ring inside his hand. He stand up. Yoongi, let's go. Our family is not here, so you guys, would you like to? They come in the Jimin see and smile. So you both come? Yoongi, yes, you both are ready. Yoongi nodded. They both stand in front of each other. Yoongi still nervous. Jimin, don't tease me. What I do, I am nervous. Yoongi, okay, sorry. I am doing this to make our day memorable. Yoongi, did you accept Park Jimin as your idol? I do. Park. Park Jimin, did you accept me Yoongi as your idol? Jimin look at Yoongi, then the public. Jimin, Yoongi, please, Yoongi, it's okay for you. Jimin, shameless creature. Yoongi, thank you so much. Jimin open his eye and look at him. Jimin, what was that? Yoongi, you want something else? Jimin push him and stand straightly. Everyone congrats them. Jimin, I don't know how to react. Yoongi, oh Jimin, this is not your first time. Jimin, this is more awkward than first time. Yoongi, thank you so much. You all come. Hope so we will meet again. They wish them and go. Yoongi, let's go or we stay here. Jimin, but where we go? I mean, I stay in hostel. Jimin, Yoongi is with you, so it's not your headache. Where we go? Come with me. Jimin, oh really? Then let's go. Yoongi hold his hand. Jimin and Yoongi come in the room. Jimin sit on the bed. Today he is so tired for college and now all this. Yoongi, you are looking tired, Jimin, because I am Yoongi. How are you? How is your business going? Yoongi, fine, and I get off from my teacher, so I come to meet you. Yoongi, you don't try to contact with me, huh? Jimin, you also, Yoongi, I thought you were not comfortable. That's why, Jimin, same. I don't want to disturb you, Yoongi. You never disturb me, Jimin. The situation is like this. Yoongi, it's okay. Forget this. How is your studies going, Jimin? It's good. I gave first semester exams. Yoongi, oh, that's good. Jimin, Yoongi, we have to go back Korea for some days. Jimin, is everything okay? Yoongi, your mom is calling us. It's been 1 year, so she want to meet us. Jimin, I also want to meet her and I miss my parents too. Yoongi, if you are free, then we go because I take leave. Jimin, yeah, I asked my friend. She sent me a lecture. Notice. Yoongi friend, Jimin, oh Yoongi, she helped me in studies, nothing else. We are not that much close. Jimin, Yoongi, I am not only your husband, I am your best friend also. Jimin, I know. Yoongi, good for you. I can't share you with anyone. Jimin, anything else? Yoongi, no. Yoongi said, and he go to fresh him. Jimin, he will fall for him. Hope so. He will. It seems like he is. He think and lay on the bed. Jimin is so tired. He don't know when he fall in sleep. Yoongi come in the room. He see Jimin. yoongi, yeah mom. Mrs. Min, yoongi, you are with Jimin. Yoongi, yeah mom, today is our first, that's why. Mrs. Min, oh yeah, congratulations, where is Jimin? Yoongi, he is sleeping mom. Mrs. Min, you both are coming. Yoongi, yeah Mrs. Min, that's good. Yoongi and Jimin come back Korea. They meet with everyone and sit on the living room. Mrs. Min, Yoongi, you are happy with Jimin? Jimin look at Yoongi. Yoongi, mom, what is this kind of question? Of course, I am happy with my Jimin. Mrs. Min, Yoongi, actually, you know your cousin Lena. Oh, sorry, Era. Yoongi, yeah, Mrs. Min's son actually, she had and she leave her. She is not ready to leave her, and with the doctor asked father name, and we don't know what to say. It's about our family reputation. So Yoongi saw Mrs. Min sign. Mrs. Min, we write your name. Yoongi, what Mr. Min, lower your voice. Yoongi, we do for our family reputation. Now you have to marry with her until we find her, and we don't have any other option. Yoongi, you guys must be kidding, right? Mrs. Min, Jimin, he is stubborn and also idiot. Hope so you understand the situation. Jimin is in shock. Yoongi, dad. He bear all this. Yoongi turn and see Jimin who sit there like a person. Yoongi, Jimin, he shake. Jimin, reality hits Jimin. Mrs. Min, Jimin, please you cooperate. We are not saying he don't leave her. We find that boy after that he leave her, but it's about our family reputation, auntie. How can I give my husband to someone else that much easily? Tears roll from Jimin eyes. Mrs. Min, Jimin son, I understand your situation, but my baby, now you have to cooperate. It's about your family reputation. What I'll think if media got to know, then Jimin stays silent. Yoongi, mom, dad, you both become mad. I'm sorry for this language, but it's true, and I don't marry with her. He and hold Jimin hand and take him in the room. Mr. Min, Jimin is a responsible boy. He must be understand everything. Don't worry, Mrs. Min hopes so. And they start to thinking about their marriage. This is really not easy to give your husband to someone else like this. Yoongi enter in the room. Jimin sit on the bed. He closed the door. He hold his hand in frustration, but he relaxed when he see Jimin is crying. He hold his hair. He went to him. Yoongi up his chin. Yoongi, Jimin. Jimin look at him. Yoongi, don't cry. I promise I won't marry her. Just trust me, Yoongi. Jimin, Yoongi, it's about your family reputation. Jimin, Yoongi. So, Yoongi, you do. I trust you, Yoongi. Yoongi, Jimin, what are you doing? You can easily give me to someone. Jimin, I am not giving you to someone. Yoongi, then what is this, Jimin? Jimin, Yoongi, it's just a difficult time we passed. You don't worry, Yoongi. Jimin, please, Yoongi. Sorry me to do this. I want everything become alright, Yoongi. You see me with someone else, Jimin. I go back. I complete my graduation. There, see, and when we meet, I know you find him. Yoongi, you can't do this with me, Jimin. Jimin, we have to do this, Yoongi. Jimin, Era is also not in fault, but I don't see you here. You can go. Yoongi said, "Mom, Dad." Yoongi said, "Mom, Dad, I am ready." About to go. Yoongi, Jimin hold his hand. Yoongi see him free his hand and go, leaving Jimin cry. And then the time pass. Yoongi don't talk with Jimin. Jimin go back and Yoongi is alone here. Yoongi took online classes and complete his degree. He handle his business and everything, and also married with her. Jimin always crying. He misses Yoongi so much. He asked Mrs. Min about Yoongi, but Yoongi warned her she don't tell anything to him. So Jimin stopped asking about him. After 4 years, Jimin is coming back. He complete his degree, do job there, and now an independent person. His heartbeat is so fast because still not find. Jimin is scared. How can he see Yoongi with someone else? But it's also true now. He can't stay without him. It's enough for him. So he took some courage. So he took some courage and go back. Everyone sit in the living room. Mrs. Min, everything changed in this year. My Yoongi, he forget to smile. I am feeling bad for him. What's happened with him, Mr. Min? Now Jimin is coming today. You no need to worry. He will change him. He will bring him back. I trust you. Mrs. Min hopes so, but Jimin, this is Jimin come back. He stand outside the house. His hands were shivering. He closed his eyes, but she heard a cute voice. "Who are you?" She sat and looked at him with angry power. Jimin caught at her cuteness. He bent down on her level. Jimin, oh, cute, what is your name? You are so cute. Era. I know I am cute and my name is Era. Jimin, wow, nice name, Era. Era. But who are you? Jimin chuckled and hold her hand. Jimin, I am Jimin Era. You are beautiful yet handsome, so I call you beautiful. Jimin, call me whatever you want. Era passed her a smile. Era, where are you? He see his child and run to him. Yoongi picked her in his arm. Jimin see him stand up. Yoongi eyes fell on Jimin. He shocked to see Jimin. Era, Baba, you know who is he? Yoongi, huh? Era, Baba is beautiful. My best friend, my new friend. Jimin come in the room and see Mr. Jimin, Jimin come in the room and see Mr. and Mrs. Min. He smile and they become happy. They meet with Jimin and said him to sit. And then Era come while holding Yoongi hand. Era, me and Papa are going out. If you all want something, tell me I buy for you, Mrs. Min. Oh really? Jimin, she is so cute. Era, Savage also like my Papa. Jimin smiled to see her and then look at Yoongi. Yoongi staring him, but when he see Jimin is staring him, he look into another side. Mrs. Min, Era, see uncle, just come so you spend your time with him, Era. Beautiful. If you don't mind, we spend our time later. She said cutely. Jimin nodded and she dragged Yoongi. Don't let him to say something. Jimin looked at Mrs. Min. Mrs. Min, you want to ask something? Jimin, where is Era? Mrs. Min, she is no. She said and Jimin as well. Jimin, what? Mrs. Min, when Yoongi he can't believe Jimin he is alone in this time period. Mrs. Min, Jimin, why you don't tell me why? You don't call me back, Mrs. Min. I want, but Yoongi stopped me. He is mad at you. Jimin nodded because it's true. Jimin, Era, stay with Yoongi. I mean, in his room. Mrs. Min, mostly. Jimin come in the room and see everything is changed. Jimin sit on the edge of the bed and start to think his past. His smile. He see his and Yoongi photo. Jimin man Yoongi, I'm sorry, please forgive me, but now everything become alright. He take a shower and come back. Yoongi come in the room. Yoongi see Jimin in his room. He didn't said anything about to go. Jimin hold his hand. Jimin, Yoongi, Jimin, how are you? Yoongi, fine. Jimin mad at me. Yoongi, why would I? Jimin stand in front of him. Yoongi avoid eye contact with him. Jimin, why are you avoiding eye contact with me? I'm sorry, I don't know all this happened, otherwise I never go. Yoongi, Jimin, leave me and please do one thing. If you can accept Ada, she is my daughter. Jimin, she is not only your daughter. I'm sorry, maybe I am late, but I I realized my mistake. Don't do further mistake. No, she is my daughter. Yoongi, thanks. Jimin, forgive me. Yoongi. Jimin, I have some work in office. Jimin, leave his hand and Yoongi go. Ada is in her room. Jimin come in the room and see Ada playing with her toys. She buy new. And Jimin went to her. What? Jimin, what are you doing? Era, oh beautiful, I am playing with my toys Papa buy for me. Jimin, really, I also want to play. Jimin, please. Era, you want to play? Jimin, please. Era, okay, let's play. But uncle, who are you? I mean, you live in my house. Jimin, I am your mama, baby. Era looked at him with shock. Era, mama. Jimin, Era, then where are you in this time? Jimin, I'm sorry, baby. I heard with your dad, so I am mad at him. Era, okay. Okay, mama. Jimin smiled. Jimin, promise you call me mama. Era, yeah, now I also have mama like my other friends. Happy. She becomes so happy and hug Jimin. Jimin back hug her and they start to play. Jimin come in the room. Yoongi sit on the bed. It's night time. Era enter in the room. Era, Papa. Yoongi, yes, my princess. Era, so today should I sleep with you? Today should I sleep with you? Yoongi, is everything okay? Era, I just want. Jimin, come in the room. Jimin sit on the. It's night time. Era enter in the room. Yoongi thought Jimin is uncomfortable. Era, please, Papa. Jimin. Of course you should. Why are you asking? You said me this is your house. Still you are asking. I run to Jimin. Jimin, come. I will change your. And then you should sleep. Jimin take Era in her room and change his dress. Yoongi is so happy. She understands everything. It's not easy to accept someone else. Era, come in the room and lay on the middle of the bed. Era, good night, Jimin. Good night, my baby. Yoongi, what you said to her, I said, truth, I am. We need each other the most, but you choose go far away from me. Jimin, how can I see you with someone else? Yoongi turned and sit on the bench. Yoongi, I'm amazed. How can you accept Era? Jimin, Era is my daughter. I am so blessed to have her. Yoongi, oh, I thought you can't see her with me. Maybe you are pretending to be sweet with Era. Jimin, please, Yoongi, what happened with you? You think I am like this? Jimin, I don't. Yoongi, I don't said anything about this. Jimin, because you change a lot. Jimin, I am same, Yoongi, but you change a lot and said anything about us, and I know how to change you. Jimin, I know I did mistake. I realized my mistake, but I also stay without you. He suddenly with Era. He closed his eyes. Jungi see and he closed his eyes. After a long time, they sleep peacefully. Next day, Jungi wake up first and he see his hand is on Jimin and Jimin hand is on Era, and he smiled to see them. Ira, yeah, Mama, let's sleep. Jungi, you both wake up and fresh up within the 5 minutes. Ira, now I have, Mama, I won't scared from you anymore. Jimin, what scared? Ira, yeah, Mama, he always scared me. He always scared me. He scolded me a little bit. Jimin, you scold my baby. You don't when I am here. Let's sleep as much you want. No one stop you. He gave a glare to Yoongi and looked at Era with his soft eyes. And Yoongi look at it. So Yoongi look at them with disbelief. Yoongi, you both are too much. Yoongi ready for his office. He turned and see Era fell asleep. Jimin, Mister CEO, Yoongi said. Jimin went to him. Jimin, leave it now. We we meet after a long time, please. Yoongi, don't be kid. I'm not mad at you. Jimin, oh really? Yoongi, yeah. Jimin turned him. Jimin, Yoongi, free himself. Yoongi, go and sleep. At night, Aya sleep on her room. Today, Jimin is waiting for Yoongi to come. Today, Yoongi is late. He enter in the room at 11 p.m. and Jimin hug him. It's unexpected for Yoongi. Jimin, where were you, Yoongi? I have some work. Jimin, and your mobile, Yoongi, my mobile is far off. Jimin, you don't know how much I am scared. He said and start crying. Yoongi heart clenched to see him. Jimin, don't do this with me. Yoongi, please, I am so tired now. Yoongi back and wipe his tears. Yoongi, okay, okay. Stop crying because of you. We have a beautiful angel. Jimin, you forgive me. Yoongi, forgive me also. Jimin nodded. Yoongi, sit on the bed. Jimin, sit in front of him. Yoongi, Jimin, Yoongi, forgive me. Sorry, Jimin, forgive me. Yoongi, I forgive you. Okay, okay, my mochi, don't be sad. Jimin nodded and he begged Yoongi go for fresh up. Yoongi, Yoongi, come back and see Jimin sit on the bed. He is in his thoughts. Yoongi know what he is thinking. He went to him and put his head on him. Jimin smiled to see him. Jimin, you are tired. Yoongi nodded and closed his eyes. Jimin started to give him head massage. Yoongi, where is Air? Jimin, she is sleeping. She is sleeping, Yoongi. She have school tomorrow, Jimin. Oh, then I wake her early. Yoongi, no need. I will do by myself. He said and pinched his nose. Jimin, oh really? I don't believe you. Yoongi, oh hello. She is with me in this year. Jimin looking down. Jimin, Yoongi. See, see. He didn't give him time to think. Yeah, I have physics exam tomorrow, so I finished the story here. Hope so you all like. If you like, then subscribe and also tell me in comments. Bye, take care of yourself. Sarangam.